So speaking of scoring points, one of the early scapegoats in the season, not saying necessarily you guys, but a lot of Bears fans were at the neck of Shane Waldron. Now, the last couple of games, things have started to make a lot more sense, and you're starting to see the points go up on the scoreboard as a result of that. I think looking at one of the sequencing things, and some people started to pull that he did a similar thing in Seattle, but the two plays that he ran in succession before that Cole Kmet touchdown, where he gave you similar looks on the screens, and then ultimately it ended up being a seam hit for Cole Kmet on the touchdown there. What have you made of Shane Waldron's last couple of games?
Outstanding. I don't know if okay, the job of the offensive coordinator is to script plays where his guys are open, and he has scripted plays where Caleb just has to make the throw and he executes it. There are other throws that he made that were just throws that Caleb was outstanding on, but twofold here. It's his job to create plays where they're open, and it's his job to oversee the development of his quarterback. Are both of those things happening? And I was a huge critic because I didn't like what I was seeing in those first three games. I didn't like zero run game. They have come back. They have run it like we have said. They have gotten production out of the running game. DeAndre Swift is a important player now on offense, and they're learning to get all these guys slowly but surely involved.
Yeah, I think you've seen progress for sure. Again, I think this is new. This isn't a quarterback who's been working with the same line, the same receivers, and then you just dropped a different coordinator in here. This is new coordinator, new quarterback, new receiver, a couple new offensive linemen, new running back. There's a lot new here. Did we all wish that it would have all come together more seamlessly earlier? Of course. But some of this stuff you had to learn, and some of it just takes time. Like, I'm not excusing some of the mistakes that they made in play calling, but some of it is everybody getting on the same page. Look, his job is to take advantage of the skill set of his players. Put your guys in position to take advantage of what you do well and try to create favorable matchups when you are facing a defense, whoever it is you're facing. And make sure there's some rhythm and some understandable sequence to what you're trying to accomplish. And I think that you've seen that. I agree with you 100%. You got to run the football. You got to stay committed to running the football, even when your quarterback is playing well. They've averaged 32 rushing attempts in each of the last three games. I don't think that's coincidence.
No. And Tyler, I'll say this. While I'll definitely compliment him. He deserves compliments. I am not going to go over the top and say, I know for sure that Shane Waldron is the long-term answer at offensive coordinator. I still don't know that yet.
We're not in worry about head coach next year territory with Shane Waldron. Worried that he's going to get interviewed. Remember how early we were saying that about Luke Getsy?
No. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about it. I don't. Look, he's got a long, long way to go before Shane Waldron's on any head coaching hot list. But I need still to see more before I know that the Bears are at an advantage with him as the play caller.
It's like watching them. To me, this is for me. It's no different than looking at what they've done the last 2 weeks against crappy defenses and not just throwing it aside and saying, I don't care what the defense presents. They're scoring 35, 36 points per game. I give Shane Waldron credit for what they've done, without a doubt. The teams they've beaten are 4-18 collectively. So what? You beat them decisively. The only team you can beat is the one that's on your schedule. Same thing with Shane Waldron. Are you going to take credit away from him because you've faced 4 consecutive bottom 5 defenses? No, you're not.
No.
You're going to look at the body of work. You're going to look at the progress they're making. You're going to look at the development of the quarterback. You're going to look at the fact they've scored over 35 points in each of the last 2 games, and you're going to tip your cap to the OC.
Yep.
And you're going to realize, just like the quarterback, there are going to be some valleys. You're not going to stay at the top of the mountain. There are going to be moments when people are going to look and go, why the hell are they doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the nature of the beast.
Maybe next game when Jaden Daniels is putting up some points, too.
Could be.